What's going on, guys? John here. We're back with another episode of the Alaska State Dynasty. And in this episode, we already have something to announce. I was doing my preseason recruiting and already got a commit. Uh, Dimitri Norman has committed to Alaska State, running back, 3-star. I mean, I never even scouted him, so I don't know what he looks like or anything, but that's all right. Here's the rest of our board, though. 3 4-stars on the board. Nathan Blount, Tavares Cribbs, and Keontae Stroud. Stroud has not put us on his board yet, but I'm hoping he will soon. I'm also hoping that he does like the proximity to home still isn't great because he's from Wyoming, but I mean, the pipeline is there to kind of convince him a little bit. Cribbs would be nice to get as well as a north-south receiver. Um, Jameel Ramsor and David Norija are 2 gems that I found that I'm putting a little bit of extra points into as 3-stars. All the rest of these 2-stars are guys we were at the top of their boards for, and I just threw 25 points on to start. And then these last 3 are all 15-point guys. This punter, I'm putting 15 points on. I might need to put more because this guy has 91 kick power. That is awesome for a 3-star punter. That's a guy I really want to get very quickly. The other thing we are going to do to start off this season is red shirts. There's a couple guys I have to redshirt just because I don't want to waste their eligibility. One of them being Eli Smoot. His thing is conference prestige. If we stay in this prestige, he shouldn't want to transfer. Or in this conference, he shouldn't want to transfer. Clemens, playing style. I'm pretty sure that's just running the ball a lot, so I'm just going to run the ball a lot. Loveless and Bland I'm going to keep in, but Clemens is going to get redshirted. At wide receiver, McDonald wants playing time. He's going to have playing time. I don't want to start him, though, so I'm going to redshirt him. Hopefully he doesn't leave because this is a big get we got. I mean, he's a 4-star. He's our first ever 4-star. Emmanuel Ferris, he's going to play, and Neshke doesn't really matter. So we'll just have 6 wide receivers. Watkins is going to be playing at the left tackle spot. I am going to redshirt Dwyer. I'm pretty sure he's going to want us to run the ball, so we can run the ball. Ogbonna, I think, is also going to get redshirted. At left guard, there's nobody to redshirt. Center, Mike Turk is going to get redshirted. Nobody at right guard. Sneed and Downs are both going to get redshirt at right tackle. Left end, Floyd wants playing time, so I'm going to redshirt him. Exactly what you want to do to a guy who wants playing time. At D tackle, both these guys probably also want playing time. Oh, no. But I'm going to redshirt both of them. A lot of these bottom of the barrel freshmen, I don't want to waste their eligibility just sitting on the bench. Deontay John, this is a big one. We're obviously, I mean, A+ proximity to home when we're in Alaska is kind of funny because we're technically Eastern Michigan. I'm not going to say anything. And then I really don't have anyone else to redshirt. So that's going to do it for redshirts. The depth chart, just going to go through it really quickly. Jackie Wolf's obviously our starting quarterback. At starting running back is going to be Josh Harbor. It's going to be Nick Hepburn at fullback. Wide receivers, Lewis is going to be our number 1, followed by Bryson Jones and Jordan Houston. Tight ends is going to be LJ Young, Jermaine Houston again, with Watkins as the last option. O'Keefe at left tackle, Lewis at left guard, Durant at center. It's going to be Fenix at right guard, and right tackle is Yaboa. Left edge is Georgia Corey. Right edge on Antonio Carter. D tackle will be Gerald Hope and Hawley at the second guy. Sam linebacker is Charles Gore. Mike linebacker, Volmer is back. Will linebacker, Reggie Horner. Cornerbacks, Winbush, Reyna, and Moon will get the most of the time, but we have Leaman, Sturgis, and Malik Moon also there. Free safety, Roderick and Purvis are both 77s, so expect to see them both get a good amount of time. Spriggs is going to be the strong safety. Kick returner, this is the part we struggle the most with. It's Emmanuel Ferris and George Ojabo. Kick punt returner obviously will be Ferris again. Third down running back, Josh Harbor, because he is the catching specialist. Ojabo and Loveless will be probably splitting carries as the bruiser backs. Slot wide receiver, it's going to be Jordan Houston. I actually would probably want Bryson Jones to be the slot wide receiver, which I'm not going to do. Well, yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that. No, I'm not. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to put him at the second slot wide receiver though, just in case of an injury. And then I'm also going to put Khalil Lewis at the third one. Those are my 3 slot wide receivers. Left end rusher, Georgia Corey. Rush right end, Reggie Horner. Rush D tackle, Gerald Hope. Sub linebacker will be Volmer, though I do want to put a safety there eventually, but Volmer is fast, so I'm not really complaining very much. Slot corner will be Larry Reyna over Moon and Littlejohn, though Roderick might actually also get some reps. With having 2 good free safeties, I don't have to worry as much with that. Plus, I'm going to take Marcus Moon out because he's slower. Nose tackle will be Gerald Hope, and then our gadget guy will be Josh Harbor, like he has been the entire time he's been on the team. So, now I've got nothing else. So it is time to hop into Week 0 matchup versus FCS Northwest. We are a 47 overall advantage. Nope, not even close. 27, right? Yeah, 27 overall advantage. We are a 74. It's our first time being over 70 overall. It's raining here in Alaska. It's 100 degrees, allegedly. Here we go. All right, the offense will take the field. And after a bit of a game crash, I am back as Jackie Wolf will start with a handoff to Josh Harbor, and Harbor will get 1. I'm excited to see how this offense will kind of gel together with, obviously it's not Bryson Jones going to be the focal point of this receiving core. It's going to be the man right there, Khalil Lewis, who is going to be. But, I still want to try and see, is it possible to get all 3 of my top receivers over 1,000 yards? I think it might be, but there's only one way to find out, and that's by actually going for it, as there's 3 yards for Bryson. But yeah, so Jackie Wolf is going to be the starter, obviously, if you guys have not figured that out by the fact that he's starting Week 1. Josh Harbor will be the number 1 running back. I'm hoping that, having him as the main running back won't completely kill his wear and tear, because that's something we found happen with the other 2 running backs on the team last year. As Wolf's going to fire, he's got Khalil Lewis, and Lewis has a first down. But, with these run plays, as we see Ojabo come in already, George Ojabo, they're going to get make a lot of contact with guys. As Ojabo will break a tackle, spin off a tackle, and get 8. So, how far can they go before they start, feeling the damage? I don't know. It's a 2nd and 2. We're going to go outside. Josh Harbor, his running style is really weird, but he's got a touchdown. It's our first one of the new season. And don't slip and fall on that track, because I'm sure it's really wet. But we are going to take the lead. Here is the offense, or the Alaska State defense, I guess, and the offense for FCS Northwest, led by our star, Emmanuel Volmer. And Volmer is going to be the star. Last year he was not the star because we did have Jaden Smith, but now obviously Smith has graduated. So, come on, guys. That means we are going to have other guys. Like, our corners now are Winbush, who we got in the transfer portal, and Larry Reyna, who was a senior or freshman last year. As they're going to try and run it up the middle where we engage 8, and it's Emmanuel Volmer, the first one there for the TFL. And that leads to a 3rd and 4. I'm going to pass commit, but they probably are actually going to run this. So I'm actually kind of regretting that. It's another read option. And I need to stop hit sticking before I'm actually there. I'm going to actually option quarterback, because the quarterback's runs are killing me a lot more than the running backs. And Tavian Yearwood might actually have a touchdown now. Nope, never mind. Winbush will catch up to him, make the tackle. Okay. Why are they driving on us? If this team is driving on us, what's Oregon going to do to us in a couple weeks? 1st and 10, though, for Cheney. And Cheney's going to go down. Charles Gore is going to get there. I think it should be a full sack, but there was another guy in the area. I think it was Gerald Hope, number 91. But that leads to a 2nd and 15. Firing underneath. Got a receiver, and Gore is going to tackle him kind of around the horse collar. But they're going to get 13 yards. So not ideal. But that leads to a 3rd and 2. Can we stop him here? Yes, we can. Who was that? Reggie Horner gets there as Gerald Hope and Luke Rutherford are down. We're going to force a field goal. Unless Leaman can block it, which would be awesome. But we don't really get a lot of blocked field goals. Nope, the kick is up and good. It is 7-3 early on. All right, Ojabo, what do we got? Offense takes the field again, and we're going to go right back to the man who scored a touchdown the last drive, Josh Harbor. And Harbor is going to get a 1st down here. Obviously, you got to take the rushes we get in this with a grain of salt. It is against an FCS school. But it's still fun to watch, you know, Josh Harbor get some great rushes, a lot like Aiden Knoll did last year. As we're going to go on 1st and 10 to Jordan Houston, who gets 6. As we got a run to Ojabo at the moment. But we're going to go actually out to Bryson Jones, who spins, double spin, gets the 1st. Jackie Wolf remains having a good game. They want me to run this PA boost slide. I don't think this is going to work very well. We're probably going to get sacked. As it is 1st and 10. We'll try it, though. We're actually going to just run it with Wolf, get 5, and that'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. It is 7-3, so a low scoring versus FCS Northwest. But hopefully something big's coming soon. I'm trying not to throw interceptions because, you know, Jackie Wolf threw like 20 of them last year. I say, and then I throw that ball. Horrible throw. That is going to be a 4th down, but I'm going to go for it. You know, most aggressive team, most aggressive coach. I am noticing there is an injury, I believe, to LJ Young. So he's not in. It's Jermaine Houston at the tight end spot. So that's something interesting to keep note to. You see Watkins there, the former running back who we recruited as a running back, now tight end. As Jordan Houston is now injured, holding his chest. That's not good. As that leaves Ferris to come in the game, as it's 2nd and 14. We're going back to Khalil Lewis. Houston bruised ribs, so he'll be coming back shortly. And actually, this is a passing down. 3rd and 6. Fire. We got Khalil Lewis. He makes the grab, but it's going to come back for a hold. It's Yaboa, I believe right guard. Is that what position he's playing now? Or is it right tackle? Yaboa, what position do you play? He's right tackle. Morris Yaboa with a hold. Makes us have to come back. Give you like a corner. We're going to put Harbor on a corner route here. Lobbing it. Harbor, touchdown. Josh Harbor is into the end zone for the 2nd time today. The receiver turned running back. Shows he's a threat out of the backfield for a touchdown. And it was the corner route. I looked at it right away. I saw he was on a linebacker, and it's a receiver. Former receiver on a linebacker. You're not catching that guy. Into the end zone for 6. 1st and 10 for Cheney in the offense. And they're going to start with a run left side, and that goes nowhere. Antonio Carter Jr., who really didn't do a lot last season, but does something there. Big stop as it's 2nd and 13. Going to go, and it's Emmanuel Vollmer with a sack. We get him back after he tries to transfer, and he's already proving to be a menace. A big sack for Vollmer, and it's 3rd and 18. Big sack there, and now looking to make another stop, force a punt. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Fires, got a man over the middle. It's Yearwood, but he will get nowhere. I guess he is really close, but that will make it 4th and 3. They're going to punt again. And I think I just accidentally hit the punter, which means I'll probably somehow return this for 6. because the only other time I returned a punt was on an offsides. But Walt Littlejohn, I tried to block the punt. I got close, but it was too late. I shouldn't have dove. Run into the punter, and they will get the ball on their own 42. So just a stupid mistake giving them the ball back. But maybe that means we can get a sack. Nope, Cheney's just going to run right past everybody. I thought I said option quarterback, but apparently they just did not want to listen to that, as it's 1st and 10 from the 40 now. And Vollmer stuffs Yearwood. Emmanuel Vollmer is going to probably lead this team in tackles purely based on that fact that that's my user. As there's another tackle for Vollmer. Vollmer just fighting right through the line of scrimmage time and time again as it's 3rd and 10. Once again, Vollmer's got 3 TFLs already. And that's knocked out, and it's going to be a punt again. I'm not going to get a roughing this time. There's a solid punt inside the 20 to the 15. And that makes it 1st and 10 from the 15. And here's the snap. Looking to throw, but he's actually just going to take it himself. Jackie Wolf again, just using the wheels that he has that he doesn't really usually use to his advantage, as this is not technically a long developing play, but I'm going to use it as one. We've got Bryson Jones, and it's just overthrown. Wolf had Jones open, just couldn't get it to him, and now it's 3rd and 1. We're going speed option. They tried a speed option. It worked well for them. We're going to try one. It's going to work well for us. Josh Harbor up the sideline, and it's a big gain. He's got 54 yards already today. As now we're going to try a jet sweep. That probably won't work, but it's worth a shot. Jordan Houston will get the ball. Ooh, we got a block. We got multiple blocks. Jordan Houston up the sideline, and it's a huge gain on what should be credited as a rush for Jordan Houston for 33 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. We got Ferris in, along with some others, as we're going to go outside for the tight end. It is, dude's name I forgot. Let's see it right there. Watkins with the grab, as now that is the 2-minute warning. I have a chance to go up by 3 scores here if we can get play going. As LJ Young is back on the field. Good to see there. We're actually going to pause LJ Young's route, and Jackie Wolf is going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. LJ Young stopped his route to keep the defenders with him instead of with Wolf. Wolf had open grass ahead of him, and Jackie Wolf will run it in himself. He kind of was looking for that the whole time once he saw LJ Young wasn't open. And it was about a 15-yarder with a good block from Bryson Jones to get him into the end zone. All right, 1st and 10. We're sending a DB blitz, which means my user being on Vollmer is going to mean I have to play man coverage. And right away, my man coverage gets exposed as Antonio Carter is going to get a roughing penalty. Buddy, how do you get a roughing penalty? The play was on for like 20 seconds. Yeah, roughing the passer. That's unfortunate. As Walt Littlejohn's injured. Shocker. I mean, he doesn't do much. Once he finally gets play time, now he all of a sudden forgets how to play basketball. Football. I'm looking at March Madness stats, so I, of course, said basketball. As he goes down, he had the running back. He could have at least tried to toss it. Instead, he just tanks a sack. And it's 2nd and 20. Gotta take a snap quick. And they're gonna do it, but they're not gonna gain anything. That means it's 3rd and 20. And with Vollmer being the QB spy, that means I'm basically using him as a second deep blue. So and Moon, what was that? They might go for this, actually. Hold up. Did I call a timeout for them? Nope, they're still going to punt. I don't know why you don't go for that. You're down by 18 from your own side of the field, on side of the field. As why am I returning this? I don't know. Because I felt like it. Ended up being a net positive, but still a brain dead play. As we're going to make this the route tree. What a catch, Khalil Lewis. What a throw, Jackie Wolf. This is what leads to me throwing picks. Throwing these weird, like, cross-body or running throws that don't make a lot of sense. As we're going for 6 to Josh Harbor. I got to run hurry up. Get back to the line. Take the snap. Come on. There's Josh Harbor. As now Watkins is the tight end. We're going to have him cross the opposite way he would normally. And we're going to fire to him. And we got Watkins. Okay, we're going corner route Bryson Jones. We got a holding penalty. And a first down, but it's coming back. Phoenix with a hold. And if you see a flag before the play's gone, you know it's not pass interference because we don't get those. And when we do, it's on like random bailouts. Okay, now we just need to gain some yardage to get into field goal range. And it's not going to be enough, but we are probably still in field goal range, or at least getting close. Into the wind, we've got Nicky, a redshirt freshman. Kick is up. I redded it, but it's going to go in. What a kick from Nicky. And it drills it. We're up by 21. As it's 1st and 10. First play of the second half. It's going to start with a run. I missed with Vollmer. And Yearwood will get 7 on first down. These blitzes are what I like because I can take the man guy on the running back. And usually when the running back's blocking or if it's a run, I can just kind of squeeze through. RPO, and they're actually going to get there. Reyna left too much space. It's a 5-yard completion. As Malik Moon is back on the field for the first time in an actual game in a long time. That's a huge hit from Roderick. Why is Malik Moon out here? I keep getting them mixed up. Is he the backup slot? Is that what it is? Empty backfield. Knocked away by Larry Reyna, or no, Christian Spriggs, sorry. As that makes it 3rd and 9. We're down our best linebacker. Vollmer is not on the field. Too much sprinting. And Chaney will try and take it himself. He gets 4, and we'll punt. All right, we're running left side to Josh Harbor with Hepburn blocking. He gets 5, but no such luck as it is 3rd and 5. And I threw it too high. We're going to have to punt. As it's 2nd and 10. Go. He's right there, man. Roderick I literally sent Roderick and he just did not move. As, hold on, what's the defensive line? I can't pinch the line right now. And Chaney gets the first down. Okay, so Chaney is not Lamar Jackson, so why is he playing like Lamar? 1st and 10. Yikes, Tavian Yearwood. Another first down. This is just embarrassing. I'm getting cooked by 47 overall team. Remember, option quarterback. And that's actually going to be almost a touchdown. I couldn't undercut the route with Vollmer, and I ended up paying the price, as Vollmer's tired apparently. Too much running. As there is Georgia Corey, a big tackle for loss, comes up from behind on the quarterback, didn't expect it, and it is going to be a 2nd and goal from the 10. Man in motion. It's the running back. And he's going to go down again. A coverage sack. Horner and I believe Havner. Nope, Hope. Hope is 91. Horner and Hope get the sack, or the half sack, as it's now 3rd and goal. Going end zone, it's intercepted by Winbush. As Isaiah Donald is injured, Winbush gets his first pick on the team. The freshman transfer, Brian Winbush, making a play, as now it's 1st and 10. And we're running the play they want us to run again. We're going. We got our man. It is Khalil Lewis. It's the same plays over and over again. Can we get creative at least? I want different plays. As it's 2nd and inches. It's going to go underneath Josh Harbor. Harbor's going to be a sure-handed catch for the running back slot, just because he's a former wide receiver. So we're going for Bryson Jones. We've got him. Bryson Jones, 1st down. The 2nd and 10. We're going to go a dive sort of play to Harbor. And Harbor's getting some good blocks. Harbor way down the sideline. That'll take us to the 4th quarter, unless I can get a play off, which I'm not. We're up by 21 and driving again. See what we can do. 1st and 10. First play of the 4th. Nothing really I like. Now I found something. Jordan Houston up the middle. Just had to wait. Beautiful blocking from the line, which I never thought I'd say. And that leads to a 1st and goal, which we're going to go Josh Harbor. And he'll get a couple. As Harbor's still in. Here's the handoff. Harbor down to the 2. He's getting a lot of touches, which is something you like to see. As it's now 3rd and goal. Wolf takes the snap. Scrambles out right. Now has to scramble back left. Fires. Got a man. And it's Watkins. Kyrie Watkins is going to have it. A scramble drill touchdown. Wolf just had to wait for someone to get open, and Watkins saw that, ran across the field, and found himself open in the end zone for a beautiful throwing catch to extend the lead. As it's 1st and 10, we're once again going to test our user skills. Instead, they're going to go handoff, and Vollmer said, "Hello, Yearwood. Let's meet the ground." That's correct. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. 2nd and 12. Pretend I didn't say that last thing. And they're going to try it again, this time read option, and a huge hit. Really regretting doing that as Cheney gets smoked, and that leads to a 3rd and 11, which they might actually run the ball. Nope, they're going to pass. And Marcus Moon is once again burnt toast. Tell me something I didn't know. As it's now 1st and 10. That's another big play as Gerald Hope strained his back. You probably shouldn't come back, Gerald, considering you're already up by a lot. As there's Georgia Corey, a TFL. Corey's got 3 TFLs today, battling with Vollmer to see who can get more. As it's 2nd and 14. There's a flag. Better not be roughing. It's going to be roughing. Larry Reyna, were you even blitzing, dude? How did you end up hitting the quarterback? I'm confused, man. Because, it just don't make sense. Okay. Well, a bunch of random guys are in. Purvis is in at sub linebacker, apparently. And we're going to get another sack. Georgia Corey, the first one there. Tell me something I didn't know. Georgia Corey getting another sack. He's trying to catch Vollmer. He might even be past Vollmer for tackles for loss. And Vollmer almost had one right there. As that leads it to be 3rd and 22. We just cannot get beat over the top. They're going to go a read option, and that's going to really get them close, I guess. I guess I should have been prepared for that. Kane will be the QB spy. Going end zone, and Gore should have actually tried to go for the ball. Instead, he just kind of overran it. I actually followed the right path, and Gore instead took out his teammate. Oh, they're going onside kick. I didn't realize. And they're going to get the onside kick. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, this is actually kind of less than ideal. We're up by 21. That's 3 scores. It's like it's not like it's close, but they still believe they can win. No, he's wide open, guys. I mean, it's my guy. It's Vollmer's guy, but like Vollmer also has to cover for every other missed person that you guys have. Okay, guys, let's not let them come back. Man in motion. That was definitely roughing the passer. I killed the quarterback. But they're running hurry up. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to get Gore back onto the line of scrimmage, and he runs into the guy, and they're going to give me a neutral zone infraction or encroachment. That is wild. Because you and I both know if I didn't touch him, he would have somehow got offsides. Plus, they weren't even ready to snap the ball yet. That's not encroachment. First and goal. And Chaney meets Carter. Was that who hit him? Chaney meets Carter in the, not the backfield, but close. Okay, well, that's a touchdown. Oh my gosh, they recovered the onside kick again. Guys, we're going to choke to FCS Northwest. Who dropped that? Because I'm benching you. It was Ferris is one of them. Shocker. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's an FCS school. Come on. We know what they're doing. They have to score. Just don't let them score. As Sam Hawley's hurt. We're giving him timeouts now. Stop. Guys. This is a disaster. Spriggs stuffs him in the backfield. They got to run hurry up, which means no Vollmer on the field. We know they're passing. Get closer. No, okay. And there's a sack. Charles Gore sacks him. And now they're running hurry up. They need a first down here. We know what they're doing. Do not get beat. They throw an incompletion. It's our ball. Oh my gosh. Can we never do that ever again? How are we nearly choking to an FCS school? And Ojabo on his first touch after we get the ball back is going to take it to the house for 6. George Ojabo, his first touchdown as a Bear is for 60-something yards. Okay, I lied. The Ojabo touchdown was 55 yards, not 60. I just didn't look at how many yards it was. I saw how many yards he had. And Chaney's going to try and run it himself. He's got 20 rushes, guys. Unacceptable. Why are you letting this man get 20 rushes on you? There's another sack. They're running hurry up. For some reason, they think they still have a chance. Which I'm not going to put it past them. Crazier things have happened. 2-minute warning. And it's going to be a punt. So they just gave up. They had this huge run, and then all of a sudden now they're just, we're giving up. Okay. We go bubble screen. We got Bryson Jones for 10. I mean, Jackie Wolf's had a tremendous game. 3 touchdowns, 250. Threw a lot of incompletions, but, we were just kind of tossing the ball, see where it landed. As Ojabo's got more blocks, and George Ojabo's gone again. Another one. George Ojabo into the end zone for a second touchdown. He's got 114 yards as that one goes for 53. 51, I bet. We can try passing. We'll have a QB spy. Otherwise, we'll have running back. Nope. And there's a sack. We're really just laying it on now. Reggie Horner with the sack that time. As it's 3rd and 17, we're blitzing. We're sending 2 guys total. Throwing it away. That's going to be another punt. 2nd and 9, as we're going to kind of see what we got. Bryson Jones. Big play there. Get a touch pass going to Jordan Houston. Got to get all of our receivers up in yardage. As Jordan Houston actually goes backwards there. As we got Lovelace in the game now. See what Lovelace has. Nothing. Terrible blocking for Lovelace. What did Lovelace do to you guys? As we got an interesting play coming here. We're going to go Watkins underneath. And Watkins a spin move. Hold on, can we spike it? Z slant. Let's go. Come on, Jackie. Take the snap, bro. Get under the line of scrimmage. There we go. We got another touchdown. That way it doesn't look like it was that close. Genius strategy by us. Stat pad a couple touchdowns in so that way we get a better win. And that will do it. The Bears, as they should have, end up winning by a lot. 28 points in the 4th quarter, though. Otherwise, this game was a 1-score game if we didn't score the 28 in the 4th. So Jackie Wolf had an amazing game. As Jackie Wolf, 295, 3 touchdowns. Exactly what you want to see from your quarterback. Rushing the ball, George Ojabo averaged 38 yards per carry, had 2 touchdowns. Harbor had 84 and a touchdown. Houston had 33. Wolf had 30 and a touchdown. Lovelace got stuffed. Khalil Lewis had 100 and a touchdown. Bryson Jones had 73. Watkins 49 in that touchdown. Harbor had 38 and a touchdown. And then Houston had 35. Watkins played surprisingly well. He got decent speed, so exactly what you want to see from a tight end. And then tackles, Vollmer had 10, 5 TFLs, 2 sacks for Hope and Gore, 1.5 for Horner. Vollmer had sack, half for Spriggs, Reyna, and Corey. The INT for Brian Winbush. Marcus Moon had a pass deflection, and then we didn't have any of those stats. But what a game for the whole team. All right, so a tremendous start to this season. Obviously, it's against an FCS school, so we got to see how we do against actual talent. But as everyone, we've been passed by Michigan, so that's not very bueno. But Jackie Wolf gets Offensive Player of the Week. No big surprise there. Recruiting, it's going to be the same as it was last week, as you guys saw. Like this, I mean, I don't know how we're going to get Blunt, but everyone else were at the top of their boards, so that's good. Sim to next week, get through that first week of games. For most people, at least. We're in a lot of people's top 8s now. And it's time for Oregon. So that'll do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. And I will catch you for next week's matchup, or next episode's matchup, versus the Oregon Ducks, who have a 25-2 overall difference. Peace out, everybody.